Happy hump day, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Listen, it take a lot of strength to come up here. I don't see how people do this shit every day. I mean, it's like pulling teeth for me to come on here. Once a week, I think is enough. Hey, Steph, thanks for joining me. Regina, my queen. Melissa, Missy, I've been missing you. I dropped down. I love to hear you, though, Missy, but I've been missing you. Hey, Pat, baby, I'm so glad to see you back. I hope all was well with you, Pat. I hadn't seen you in a long time, but I'm glad to see you. Y'all, what's been happening? Because I really haven't been around too much. I've been really trying to follow this P. Diddy thing. Yeah, I really have because like I told you, I think it's the end all to be all for some of people in this industry. Now you're hearing a little more about Jay-Z and Beyonce. See, I think it's getting to a point where those people who was really up there on the high horses, I think they about to come down. I really do. I don't know what's going on, but they dragging Jay-Z now. Now supposedly they exposing him. I do listen to Tisa Tell. She is really good. Hey, Jill, baby. Jill, you know what? I haven't forgot about you. I went to actually buy some raffle tickets the other day and I lost my card. So I have to connect my new card to it. But I got you, baby. You guys, please go over there and support Jill. In fact, she's giving away an expensive gift for just $5 raffle ticket. Buy as many as you want. She'll put your name on the wheel. But sister, I will get to it today. I promise you, today or tomorrow. So y'all, I was so busy. I'm so tied up with that Diddy thing. I haven't been over here very much, right? So I came over here and listened a little bit. Happy birthday to one of my YouTube people that I really like, and that's TRX. Happy birthday, TRX. I was in his live for a brief moment because I'm busy. I think everybody coming to the doctor because they want to make sure this shit is right before the holidays. You know, they eat bad and all that. So I've been like super busy. And I haven't been able really to listen. I'll put my earpiece in, you know, but then I get a patient. I got to run and do something. And so I haven't been here, but I guess it's a mess. And I guess it's just like old tea. So I wasn't that interested in it when I was hearing some of it. But one thing about it, those of us who've been around for a long time, we do know what go on, right? We know what goes on and we know who said this and who did this. But it seems like that everyone do a lot of these content creators do a lot of behind the scene, you know, hooking up. That's something I just won't do. You know, I follow my instinct. So something happened like maybe a month ago or more, and something told me just don't say anything, don't get involved, just back away from it, you know, and I did, and I'm glad that I did that. You know, I always have a discernment and a gut feeling. And down here is very hard to really trust anyone because we see so many people turn on each other. So I try to tend to stay in my lane and not be all into, you know, other people behind the scenes shit. So I guess there's some stuff going on. Some of when I heard some of it, hey, just Andre, it was old tea. It's just like they dredging up the old, you know. And I guess for new people who don't know about it, it's like, woo, oh my gosh, that happened. For the ones who's been here, it's like we heard this shit before, we seen it play out, so we know what's happening, right? But I was glad to see Rico. I was very glad to see Rico, and it's the strangest thing. But Diva and I say every time we talk about someone that we haven't seen, someone we hope, you know, all is well with them. We have been trying to reach out to Rico with no answer, but I see Rico is back on the scene, right? And then the other day I was saying, you know, hey, Jay Dunn is cool. Jay Dunn is all right. She's fine, y'all. Then I see Jay Dunn back on the scene. So people resurface. They don't is an addiction, and they don't stay away here from here too long. They may be up in the bushes. They don't drop down, but they still here, y'all. Anybody who you thought had left, they didn't leave. They still here. Trust me. They either under troll names or either they just don't drop down. So some of this tea about Rico, ODS, and Triple Rental, that shit's old. We done heard it before. I mean, so they drudging up old stuff. And I felt some kind of way when I listened to it and I listened to just a tidbit of King Roman News while I was getting ready for work because I go out that time. And I see he was all upset with that, whatever you call it over there, about the docs. And hey, JD, I know you still here, baby. I knew you was okay when people was wondering, was you locked up with her? No, she's okay. And you resurfaced. Hey, my little fella. Glad to see you all doing all right. So when I heard about this Rico thing, now what I didn't like is, let me tell you something. If someone's being doxxed, okay, say for instance, someone's doxing J Dunn. I'm just gonna pick up JD. Somebody's doxing JD and they did it on my panel and I ignored it. I never took knowledge of what was going on, but I heard it and seen it. You know that someone is being doxxed. But here's the thing: if other people is not aware of it, for me to come on my platform, and this is just the way I feel, for me to come on my platform and to say who that person was, to me, that's redoxing the person, to a certain extent. May not be intentionally, but maybe everybody didn't know that person's name, so they still would have been guessing, well, who is Joe Blow, who lives in Africa? You know, so when you come out here and you repeat the name and where they live, really, to me, you're not intentionally doing it, but you redoxing somebody. So, I heard the doxing was going on. That shit get old. This one just running around rampant, you know, just doxing people. So I guess now they're going to get together and try to do something to this person who's doxing. But I would never allow that on my platform and be knowledgeable of it and didn't put that person down or tell that person, hey, don't be fucking doxing in here. Don't write it in my chat. Don't say that name. So I guess people are being doxed again. We all know King Roman News real name now, and we know other people's real name now. And like I said, I'm not going to repeat the second person who got doxed because I don't know if everyone knows because I haven't been around, but I won't do it. I think it's fucked up when you do that. I really do. I think doxing, to me, I don't, care for doxing. So I was like, I didn't care too much about them. I feel sorry when people get doxed because you putting people lives sometime in jeopardy. Because listen to this. It may not be you, but it could be some sick person out there who likes a content creator so well. And if you go back and forth and beef with a content creator, it may be a fanatical fan out there that will do something to you when you put out people's address. Hey, Treasure Elaine, tipping on through. Thank you so much, baby. So I heard your cleanup too. So I was hearing all that shit today and I was like, well, it's old news. Well, where did it happen? Where did it happen? I know where I seen things happen at, and I know how it happened when I saw it. So whatever resolution they came to, it was, resolution. But to me, your personal life, your sexual preference, and all that shit, it doesn't faze me. I don't care because it's your business. It's not my business. It's not me doing whomever. So when Rico was out there yesterday, I heard Rico was really upset and stuff, and somebody said, "Oh yeah, they was over there, so and so." And to be honest with you, I don't really visit that person chat, but I said, "Well, let me go over there. Let me just go over there and be nosy, because hey, I hadn't seen a little mess, and I wanted to." Victoria, I meant to reach out to you, baby, on IG because I hadn't seen you. Good to see you, sweetheart. The other day I saw your picture come through on IG, and I was gonna reach out to you. So a lot of things to me is just like old style tea, and I'm not really interested in. I'm not interested in who saw somebody's penis or cootie cat or something like that. Shit just don't bother me. I mean, to me, that's not my business. So it wasn't entertainment. Hey, Lolo. So yeah, they will trip out. You have to be careful when you put people's shit out there, and to me, if somebody docks you, right, you have a right to report them. There are measures that you can take to definitely get them in legal trouble. You just can't come on here doxing people because it imposes a threat. And so this thing is running around doxing everybody and saying people name and where they live. And I think it's messed up. I just think it's real messed up that content creator didn't put a stop to the bullshit, act like they didn't pay attention to it. But if I heard it and I was just in and out there, then I know other people heard it. And I'm sure they picked up on who it was. Now what they come together and do, that's on them. But it doesn't, you know what? This is crazy. And I just lose interest when they call it entertainment. But it seems like shit is getting kind of weak around here. So they bringing up old stuff. And again, you start dragging other people in it because I heard them mention Chocolate Bay. That man is over somewhere else. Yeah, he's history, past history, but he's somewhere else. Rico was somewhere else. I thought minding his business, you know? Um, so I'm not sure why this came up again about the ODS picking up Rico. In fact, I was there and we were asking ODS, and I don't know if he remember to please go pick up Rico. And some people cashed at him, and they came out here and said how grateful they was to pick up Rico. Whatever transpired between them, they were two consenting adults. I don't give a shit. I don't care, but it seems like new people didn't know about it, and they said, ooh, I don't really care. And I wish they would stop bringing up the shit. It's dead. It happened like in 2021, and I think a lot of us been here since 2020, the pandemic or something like that. So we all knew about it. So I didn't want to really hear too much of that. So it seems like nothing really going on here. But what I do want to say is, little pressure. Anytime I could use my platform to help somebody, and I can even give something to help somebody, I'm going to do that. Little Pressure wrote on her community wall she's in some type of situation right now. She's requesting help, or she's not she's asking for help. So if you all, let me tell you something, $5 here, $5 there, it helps very much. We may not know how many people gave $5. Just remember, if 10 people gave $5, she has $50, right? $50. So if 100 people, so if you find it in your heart and you want to be a cheerful giver to a good cause, please help Light Bright. She's under a little pressure now, but it's actually Light Bright. Her Cash App is she wrote a little community post, and I know what it is to struggle sometimes. I've been in a struggle. Thank God I'm not struggling now, but I have been in a situation with my kids where I struggled when I separated from my husband until the finances and everything and stability came. So if you want to, please help Little Pressure. Again, that's Light Bright. Okay? I really want somebody to help her. And Little Pressure, when I get all this situated, I myself will give as well. Now, that's to me a good cause. That's something to talk about. All this other bullshit. But let me tell y'all a breakdown of the breakdown. Listen, this is the season. The analytics are different. You get paid, I think, a little more. So you're going to see these people on like back to back to back to back. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them. If they could do it, do it. If they make time to do it, do it. It's just not something I do. I don't have time to do it. And I tell you, it's a fight to come on here every day, y'all, because I don't have the energy, for one, because of my work schedule, and two, I don't have the commentary like that because I don't get too deep into what's going on here. I can't piggyback if, say, for instance, Trezor Lane go live and he's talking about dragging Melissa. Something happened with him and Melissa. I may listen to it, and I like both of them. I'm not gonna jump down here and do no commentary because I'm not beat for that. Some people are beat. They need the money and they hustle it, and this is their hustle. So I'm not mad at them, but I can't do it. But that shit was so old. You guys, please make sure you hit the like. I'm doing pretty good in the algorithm, I guess. I'm doing okay. And when I come down here, I just want to make sure that when I come down here, I am, if I speak on something, I'm unbiased. Like I said, I knew about the Rico. I knew about the Rico and the ODS, and like I said, I could give a damn less. They were two consenting adults. Rico was grateful at the time that ODS picked him up, and I was too. I was like, "Damn, thank you, brother." I expressed that to ODS, that I was grateful that he had picked up Rico. It's sad when someone, for whatever reason, whatever motive they have, but in a situation like that, this dude is stranded somewhere he don't want to be, and they live close. And so someone decided to go get him. I don't care the purpose. of him going to get him if he wanted to see whatever, his penis or whatever. I don't care about that. My thing was he got the gentleman safe, and I'm grateful for that. And that's what Rico should be ever so grateful. So it's hard when you come down here and you see people do good for someone, and then it turns nasty between those two people. Because I don't think for me, I would ever let it happen, only because I'm still grateful that you did a good gesture, a kind gesture for me. So I couldn't come down here and drag you or tell my business. But again, I guess it keeps the street going. You always feel as though you gotta come down here and defend yourself, So every call you want to answer, like I said, we hadn't seen Rico. This shit done came up. So now Rico's back out here on the platform and he's speaking his piece, and ODS got his own platform speaking his piece. I just don't care about that. Something else could entertain me besides that. So I haven't been over here. So I don't really have no good tea. I don't, because I haven't seen any good tea. I haven't heard any good tea. Nothing that I would go, ooh, no, the shit is old. It's stale. Just different people telling it. And in fact, the same people telling the story. Jesus be, and offense, let me see what they saying. I tried to insert you, but it got shut down quick. Oh no, don't insert nobody. Don't insert nobody. Let them come in on their own. But I remember when that happened over on Treasure Lane. I remember all that. I remember him and Rico getting into it. I know exactly how it happened. So I didn't think it was no good tea. So I don't know. Like I said, I've been trying to keep up with P. Diddy because I think P. Diddy is done. I think P. Diddy is done. So I don't know. But yeah, I try not to get into it. Rico. Rico, if you in the bushes and you listening to this live, let me just say this. Diva, Diva and I care for you. Diva met you. You done been around Diva and stuff like that. And Diva tell me what a good person you are. And I like you from what I see and what Diva tell me. Stay away from this bullshit. It ain't worth it. Even if you got a couple of cash apps for you making a appearance over there, that shit old. Continue to do whatever you doing. If you're doing well, do whatever you doing. It ain't even worth it to come back down here and try to clear your name, because I really don't think nobody really care who sucked who off or who fucked up. I mean, I don't. Maybe you guys do, but I really don't. I just think you should go continue to be Rico, do your mashups and do your thing and have the peace that you had, and you don't have to get over here and fight with people. Yeah, that's all. Hey, Ronnie Q. Yeah, don't forget about Ronnie Q's event too. I don't know too much about the animal thing, but I know she's doing a secret Santa, you guys. Ronnie Q could put her information, or you guys can go over there. I don't have it, and I don't know how to drop links and do all that. In my opinion, a lot of things on here is not entertainment, especially when it's personal, affect people's lives and livelihood. A beef and or a drag is supposed to be light and funny when it blurs line. Yeah, that's why I said I think when it gets too dark, hey Lena, I just bow out. I just go somewhere else, because to me, some of this shit ain't even entertainment anymore. I used to like it, but it's not entertainment. It's crossing the lines. It's interfering with people's real lives, and you could get hurt. See, I guess it's different now. Back in the day, the shit people do here, they would seriously get hurt. And if you couldn't get to them, you could get to their family members. And so some people was real about shit years ago. This YouTube stuff got people having false pretense that they could do what they want, they could say what they want, and nothing happens to them, because nothing doesn't happen to them really. What happens to them? I mean, you may have 2 legal cases we saw here. We got one going on now. But besides that, what really happens when someone docks you? The people come back on here, they doing okay, and you're just doxed. What the fuck? You just come back up here. It's just that they try to humiliate you. You can't be humiliated, really. You don't know these people. What the fuck they go? I mean, you don't know them, so why would you be humiliated? So what if you live in a 1-bedroom with the microwave in there and the television and everything? You got a roof over your head. See, people miss the point. You got a roof over it. So what if you make 6 figures and you live in a mansion? You ain't paying my bills, so why should I care? Here she go. Ronnie Q is putting it. The Perfect Pets, December the 16th at 1 p.m. Secret Santa, December the 22nd at 12 p.m. You guys, again, those are worth cause. I mean, that Secret Santa is a worthy cause. Why don't you support her and Jill Scott and Light Bright? If you find it in your heart, it could be 5 or 10 minutes. Let's help a sister out if we can. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help people out. We're not supposed to harm them. We're supposed to do more help and bless them. And blessings will overflow to you as well when you bless someone else. Ain't nothing changed. They just don't believe it. Yeah, ain't nothing. Oh, what ain't nothing changed? What are you talking about, Treasure? What ain't changed? It's because of a big head, some content create. They are, but you know what? Again, we spoke about this before. What happens is when content creators get so many people in their chat and they get a large support, I'm not going to say, and some are followings, then you do get this feeling that you bigger than what you really are. And then you become then you become like a monster to me, because then you start bragging about how much money you made, what you got, what another person don't have, how many subs you have, how many numbers you get, and you start bragging. But remember, I always remember, be humble and be grateful. And that's, you grow with grace and gratitude. Because you could talk shit to me, and there's people been on here who have talked shit to me. I don't bother with, period. And I would never bother with them. I would never bother with them anymore because they talk shit to me. And to me, it was disrespectful. And I want to try to respect everybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care whether you like them or not. I respect you until you disrespect me. Right? And then we go from there. But once you tell me don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I really don't, because it ain't that deep. I don't know you. I don't owe you nothing, and you don't owe me anything. So once you tell me that, I just keep it moving. I ain't gonna sit down here and go back and forth and beg you to unblock me, to forgive me. Let's be friends again. Because we'll never be associates again, because once you do me, you do me. That's just how it is. I know some people say, oh, it ain't that serious, just you two. Yeah, it's serious to me. When you disrespect me in any manner, it's serious, because I don't play like that. So, but I'm always grateful that I have the subs that I have. When I turn on my live, I have the engagement to participate. I'm so ever grateful. And if I do get 1,000 in my chat or 100,000 views, I will never change, because this is me, authentically me. I'm just grateful. But some people do get big heads and they talk shit about it. And what happens is, when you start talking shit to your supporters, and you start, talking shit, being real prideful, pride comes before fall in many cases. You could be up today and down tomorrow, and some people can maintain, their good numbers and stuff like that. But when you start talking shit to people, you start turning people off. When you start bragging, you start turning people off. And people will leave, because there's so many channels on YouTube. You could just go other places. You don't have to stay here and support those people. So I think it's a lot going on here. Treasure Lane, yes, giving out your information to sectors that has crazies can put a person's life in danger, real danger. I think that doxing shit is crazy, and somehow you all need to do something to put a stop to it. Put a stop to that bullshit. Don't, I can't tell people what to do, but to me, if you doxing on my platform, I'm gonna ask you to leave. I'm gonna X you out, and I'm not gonna repeat the dox. I'm not gonna repeat it. Because some people probably didn't know who that was, but now people know who that person was that was doxed in that other area. And let me tell you something. I don't know what y'all believe when it comes to spirituality and God and your relation with God. But I remember one time I said, I don't play with God. I don't knowingly play with God. Okay. So these people on here playing with God, God will put something on your butt that no man can ever take off. You better stop playing with God. You better stop playing with God. So they said, well, how do you playing with God? You can't. Yeah, you can't be in the spirit here 1 minute speaking in tongues and the next minute cussing somebody. That's a double-minded man. And they're never stable. Unstable. That's biblical. A double-minded man is unstable. So you can't serve two masters. Like I said, we all sin. So I'm not here to preach. I don't sin. Yeah, I sin. I sin every day. And I ask God for forgiveness every day, right? So I do sin. So I'm not here to judge you. But what I'm saying is a lot of you guys be playing with God. Not don't take it right. You know who you are. If the shoe fits where you playing with God, and you call this entertainment, but still God hears it and God knows. And what you put out there in the atmosphere is what you surely shall receive. It's called universe. It's called energy. It's called you. What you say out of your mouth is powerful. You need to be careful. I can't do that playing. So you speaking in tongues 1 minute, then you cussing somebody out in the next minute. You act like you prophesying in this, then the next minute you cussing somebody out, calling them all kinds of names and stuff like that. That's a double-minded man, and they very unstable, and they scary because you don't know who they really serving. They doing more of serving the devil than they are serving God. That's just my point, okay? So it has changed a lot of people in here. I barely mind my friends and family business share. It's just too much. I can barely remember my own business. So that's all I wanted to say. I saw some of that stuff. I'm sorry that person got doxxed, both of those parties, because I like both of them, to be honest with you. And it is what it is. You guys do your thing. But somebody's gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt. We watching people get set up and shit being done to people. Someone is going to get hurt. And I tell you, they love YouTube just like this P. Diddy situation, R. Kelly, those people. They love filming everything. That's what's going to bring their ass down, because then they're going to get those videos where you done videotape doing whatever acts you have done, and you thought it was cool to videotape and sometimes pass around the tapes, and that's what's going to get your ass done up. That's going to get you done up, because everything can be gotten. I don't care what you think you erase, what you think you do. You definitely can. They definitely can get it. They can get it. They can get it. When they investigate, they can get it. And they could subpoena you. And they could subpoena your records. They could subpoena your phones. They could subpoena people. So be very careful when y'all doing all this legal shit, illegal stuff. I'm sorry. I do not play with God. It's called blasphemy. Exactly. But some people say, well, you can't play with God. They asked me, and I think it was in Cruz's chat, what do you mean? No, you can't play with God. You can play with God. Word. You can play with God when it comes to you pretending like you are spiritually doing something, praying for people, speaking in tongues and all that shit. And you're not. You're not. No, you can't. You can't just do that. And I think it's playing with God when you start pretending like you know a lot of things. I don't know. I think so. That's why they call it spelling. The colonizers taught us basically a form of witchcraft with the words and spellings. Yeah. Lady Tia, I know it has to be some things that are going negative in some of these people's lives because of what they say out of their mouths. We just don't hear about. Well, I tell you, for you to be mean, I've always said this, and I'm not going to change. And like I said, I like the mess, I like the roasting, I like what they call it, the dragging, the gagging, and all that stuff. I don't like when it gets real downright dirty and nasty. And for me, if a person could come on here and do that every day, then something is fucked up in their life. That's just me. I ain't gonna change who I am and what I say. Everybody on the panel was with the ish last night. It was funny, but all disrespectful and so many. Exactly, you was there. It was so disrespectful. Like I said, and the only reason why I watched it, to be honest, because I was watching Pizarro's, and Pizarro said somebody got doxxed. I think she said somebody got doxxed over on that person's panel. I never did like that person, and I really don't go over there to watch them. I just never cared for them, so I stay in my lane, right? And so I said, well, let me go over there and look. I watch them while I go to sleep. And then when I heard that person up there dropping that name, I knew who the person was. I knew who the person was for different reasons. I said, that's fucked up. I said, he's not even saying anything. He just continuing to talk like he didn't hear it. But they said it more than once. And they doxed more than one person. So don't act like you didn't hear it. You just didn't care. You just didn't care that person was getting doxed. That's what I feel like. I know for a fact you heard it if I heard it. And all those people in the chat heard, but they didn't know probably who it was at first until that person started talking more. And then you go, oh, that's who it is. But that's not the first time that person name has been mentioned. So I knew who it was. What I didn't know was the location. See, fucked up stuff like that. I knew the name because I had heard it before, but I didn't know the location. So whatever they need to do to get rid of that off of YouTube, to get rid of that shit from happening, they need to do. They really need to do. Because there's some crazies out there, baby. There's some crazies out there. And everybody don't like Mz.Teavalocity, right? So you don't know who's going to come at me. You don't know. Somebody was at my job. Now, let me tell you what happened. What happened? I told you all the time that I thought somebody was taking pictures of my house, right? And I was getting out of the car. But somebody was at my job a couple of months ago. And this is how kind of paranoid this shit makes you down here with this doctor. This lady was telling me how nice my hair was, how pretty I was. Now, I think she might have been, the same gender loving or whatever they call, right? So she's telling me how pretty I was, how beautiful my hair is, and she just going on and on. Oh, your sneakers, your clothes, you look so. She's going, but then she started asking me questions. Where do I know you from? And I'm like, oh shit. At first, I'm, hey, you might know me from here. I used to work there. I go to bingo here. Just being freely talking. Then I went to sit down, and I started charting, and I said, why the fuck is she asking me all these questions? And she keep looking at me like she know me. So I got paranoid, right? So after I waited, and she, we took care of her and stuff like that. I waited a little while and I went back to the waiting room and I said, excuse me. I said, do you know me from somewhere? Because I was like, shit, you asked. I said, because you sure asking me a lot of questions. First thing I thought, y'all, is, well, this lady be on YouTube and shit, she probably know me from YouTube. I said, and she probably trying, find out where I used to work at and so she could dox me. That's the first fucking thing went through my mind. Why? Because it happened so much. It made me paranoid, especially when this lady was just like so into me. And then where you used to work at? And then I told her, I said, oh, you may know me from, she said, I just know you from somewhere. I just know you from somewhere. And I was paranoid. I was like, damn, well, who is this? She didn't look familiar. But then again, too, y'all, a lot of these people are behind avatars. So you don't know who they are. You don't know how they look. The voice, I couldn't recognize the voice, but I just said she's asking so many questions. Now I need to ask her some questions. And I said, well, where do you be at? I said, well, do you have any sisters or something? Maybe I know your sisters, because then I start interrogating her. It didn't sit well with me. So I don't know. That's just something. It makes you kind of paranoid. So I'm way behind in the chat. I'm not going to be able to catch up. Please make sure y'all hit that like and thanks for joining me. Hey, Queen, what's going on, Mixology? So you just never know. She was just asking me a lot of questions and she was just so goo over my hair and, my outfit. Oh, your sneakers nice. Everything matches. And this, I'm like, damn, she doing a little too much. Then I thought, well, maybe she liked me. Maybe she wanted to see if I played for the other team. But then it was all said and done. And she came in the other day and I just spoke to her and kept it moving. So I don't know. So that's it, you guys. I don't know. I'm going to drop the link in case y'all want to talk about something else. Yeah, you can't help but to be paranoid. So I said, but I'd never forget, and I'm going to say this person's name. I never forget Rick Reed said something. I was in his live one day, and he said, every content creator that's in the beef sector, I have doxed. Now, I've never had a problem with him. He didn't say no specific names, but if I'm not mistaken, he said every content creator who come in the beef sector is already doxed or something. Or I have doxed, something like that. So I tell Devo all the time, I said, baby, they got my information. I don't care. I'm not hiding from anything, But it's a shame you have to feel that way, that you don't want to come from behind an avatar because you don't want people to dox you. You should be able to come on here and have a good time and keep it moving. Why dox me? Who gives a fuck? Is anybody helping me pay my bills? I don't think so. You guys make sure you hit that like. But yeah, I remember him saying that. So Rick Reed, if this get back to you heard it, I could be wrong, but I'm almost certain I heard you say that every content creator that's in the B sector already has been doxxed, or you have doxed them, you per se. So I don't know. That I think I heard that though. But you are very well put together and your hair is fire, but the beef sector has made us like that. Yeah, I think, like I said, when this lady was asking me all this information, I was like, damn, who is she? Because we don't know who's behind these avatars. So I don't know if they one of my patients. I don't know. How would I know? Like, I know if I heard certain people voice, like if you heard my voice, you would know if I didn't show my face 9 times out of 10. That sound like Mz.Teavalocity. You know, something like that. But if you didn't see my face, you may, like I said, know my voice, but that's something else. But I don't know. Like I said, it makes you kind of paranoid. Read My Book was on my panel, and she said not so much paranoid. She said, but it makes you extra cautious, you know, because of so much stuff. You heard that, but it wasn't Rick. It was Rick that I heard it from. Treasure, I heard it from Rick. Yeah, I was in his live one day. Now, he may not have said he was the one who doxed him, but he said every content creator in the beef sector has been doxed. When they came on here, they have been doxed. Now, I heard that from him. Now, if it was somebody else, you could help a sister out, but I'm almost sure I heard it from him. Now, I'm not saying that he said he did the doxing. I can't remember if he said he's already doxed them or they already been doxed. Oh, Kwani said it? Oh, Kwani said it too? So I don't know. Oh, and see, Treasure Lane saying someone else. I didn't hear it from Kwani. I heard it from, I was in Rick Reed's. I'm positive I was. I'm positive I was there. See, the things that happen on here makes other paranoid. Then those that get paranoid start acting out on innocent people, especially those that have done wrong. You know, their ways are cautious. Well, I have learned this, baby. The best thing to do is just come down here, do your commentary, and leave all that other shit. Don't get downright dirty with them. I heard it from a male. You heard it from a male. Hey, spaceship, what's happening, baby girl? You heard it from a male. Well, who did you hear from? Because I'm, for a fact, I know that I heard Rick Reed say it. Now, I can't say if he said he doxed them or he said every content creator in the beef sector has already been doxed. I heard that, but I'm going to just sit it on that. Okay, so I may be wrong. So forgive me, Rick, if I'm wrong. I ain't trying to spin no narratives. I'm going to tell you what I heard, where I heard it from, you know. So, yeah, I said, well, you know. So, you know, it's just something. It's just something to think about it. And so, no, I don't blame people when they don't come from behind the cameras. I did drop the link. I just don't know how to pin it, Diva. When they don't come from behind the cameras, you know, and it's the craziest thing. So I'm gonna take you back here. I'm gonna take y'all back here. I remember when Sir King first came on. Everybody talked about Sir King like a dog. Once he started getting into it with everybody, he had a good show over there. And we all used to be over there. That was the night show. Hold on, Queen. I think, yeah, this is Queen. Hey, sissy.
Hey, what's going on, T-Velocity?
Where you
Hi,
from? It's dark. Hey.
from the
Let me
mall.
finish this, baby. Let me finish this, and then you can put your 2 cents. And I remember everybody talked about Sir King being an avatar, starting this Avatar Nation. They dogged the shit out of Sir King for that. Now you look around and everybody are avatars on every platform. So he had a thing going, but he kind of ruined it with himself. Because I noticed what happens down here. If in most cases, if you can't stand on your own and you're not solid and you link up with people, if you wrong some of those people, they take their support as well, because people are committed to supporting certain people. And like I always say, it's almost cult like down here. And I'm not going to change that because that's what I believe and that's what I observe, how I see it. So if you mess with some of the heavy hitters, or the big content creators, and you mess with them and you start dragging them, and it's supposed to be dragging and gagging and roasting, and everybody's supposed to be cool with it. What's happening to official D Spot? Then I don't know why it's a big fucking deal if you go back and forth, because this is what the sect is supposed to be back about, that you don't go and continue to support people. You follow the crowd. I just don't get into that. But someone told me that. Now, Diva, did you hear somebody else say that? Diva, was you coming up here to correct me?
Hold on, I was on mute.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I did. I heard Kwani say that before.
Oh, see, I never heard Kwani say that.
Yeah, I have.
See, and Treasure Lane saying somebody else said it too. I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
y'all where I was at. Happy birthday, my YouTube buddy. Hey, Really B. What's up, fam? Happy birthday, Triple Red X. Today is Triple Red X's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I was at work, so I couldn't stay in your live very much. But happy birthday to you, dear YouTube friend. So Sir King had some good going on. He had a hell of a night show, and so that went out the window because they started talking about avatars. Now, see, this is what I don't like about this flip flop shit over here. That's why I said stand on who you are and just be genuine and 100% of who you are, because this flip flop shit don't work for Miss T, right? So now everybody have people on their platforms. Everybody are avatars, but it didn't work for him 2 or 3 years ago. But now it works for everybody. And the smart thing is for you to stay behind as an avatar if you don't want these people to dox you. I mean, that's what it seems like. It is like a form of protection. A VPN is a form of protection, but staying behind an avatar is a form of protection. So I don't know where Sir King went wrong with, because he had named the Avatar Nation and we all was over there. But then he started falling out with some of the heavy hitters, and it seemed like people started backing away from him. Or maybe after, I don't know, allegedly he got doxxed, he just said, fuck it, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So he stopped coming on. He had, backed away for a long time. I think he's making a comeback now, or maybe he did a couple of good lives and people were over there. I didn't see the lives. Were you over there, Diva?
Yeah.
Did he have good
Yes,
lives?
yes,
Diva's
I was
everywhere.
over there.
Diva's everywhere. Now listen.
Sometimes.
No. Diva supports everyone. She's all over everywhere too. I thought I was, but sometimes here's the craziest thing. Diva will ask me, "Oh, go over there, T-Velocity. Ooh, go over there. I shared the link." I said, "I shared the link with you." I said, "No, I'm not going over there. I don't support that person. I don't give a fuck what they saying, because I really don't support." Well, I support everybody. I was right in the chat, and then I said, "Okay." I said, "But Diva, I don't." And so she's everywhere. She's a good supporter. She's a great, I'm not gonna big up her, but she's a good supporter, you know, and she shows her support. I'm gonna just leave it
Some people I support, some people I don't.
at your last cleaner was an absolute. Oh God, there go the child. Thank you, everybody. I want to type each name, but you can't, but sweetheart, no, thank you so much for dropping down. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Still comfort zone. Everybody wishing you a happy birthday, Triple Red X, for those. I heard you had a great live today. Again, I couldn't stay in it. Hey, Lori, hold on. Lori, you've been making your presence too, Lori. I see you've been hopping everywhere. Well, hey, Lori, you look good, girl. What's up? Hey, Lolo. It was good to see you back there. So you've been being messy, Lori. Turn your back noise off, baby. Turn me off. Just
I'm hoping I haven't been too messy. Yeah, I got
girl.
you. I realized I hadn't done that. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, honey,
Hey,
you look good,
queen.
Lori. Welcome back, baby. You look real nice. I like that hair color on you too.
Thanks.
You've been being messy.
It needs to get done. I haven't decided what color yet.
Oh, that's okay. That's a nice looking color. But you've been being messy, haven't you?
Not that messy. When we was on with TRX, one of the of a certain person wanted to act ugly, wanted to get in with him or whatever, but she cusses everybody out. But we're not gonna make this even about her. But no, I ain't
Oh,
been no. No,
yeah.
no,
You
no,
make it
no.
about her.
It's the talking about folks, but this doxing stuff is silly.
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
just,
silly.
but like you said, people do it to try to embarrass people, and
Yeah.
then you know, I mean, what's the point of it? I don't get it.
I don't
But
know where.
on them other sectors, those other sectors,
Oh yeah.
not this sector, but that
Mm-hmm.
sector,
Mm-hmm.
they used to do it and then have all these people go and mob their houses and do
Yeah.
all that crazy
Yeah.
stuff. It was
Crazy shit.
weird.
That's
Crazy.
true.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't do that. Instead, we want to call people jobs and do, what?
Yeah. Just pull
I
up and
don't
be
want to
so
know,
tough though.
but this is the
I
thing. I don't want to know where people work. I don't want to know where people live. I don't have nothing to do with that. You know, it's one
But
thing when you gagging and gragging and dragging and doing all that stuff
mm-hmm.
and even being shady or whatever, but it's a whole nother thing when you got to go out your way to obtain somebody's government name, their home address, their
Mm-hmm.
this, their that. It's too much.
That's why I said I mean people talking about Pizarro is a punk. Come from over the camera. Keep your ass behind camera and
That's
talk
right.
your
Stay
shit.
right where you
Keep
at.
your ass behind the avatar, and talk
Hmm.
your shit.
mhm,
You can't make nobody, but it's just like I said, this place is full
Yeah.
of fucking hypocrites. Because it was a big thing when Sir King was the Avatar King. Remember?
Yep. And I used to like going over to Sir King. I mean, it was fun at night, you
It
know,
was.
um,
It
but
was.
it hadn't got quite as messy, but it was messy, but more so
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes at that
Mm,
point.
mm, mm. Yeah, I
But,
used to
it's a
like going
learning
over there
curve in this
too.
sector.
We have
Say,
some
babe?
of the same sick nonstop widows over here. Don't sleep. Yeah, people done got your shit. That's when you was eating and stuff. It is crazy. People over here too. Don't sleep on none of them, y'all. It's some people
That's
over
why I
here,
said, yeah, that's why I said somebody coming up to you talking about, oh, you look nice as hell. Like, who are you?
baby. She was asking a lot of questions. I swear to God, y'all. I got kind of nervous, and then I went to sit down, and I was like, she asking a lot of fucking questions. I wonder if she
mhm.
know me from YouTube. That's the first thing I said. I
Exactly.
wonder if she know me from YouTube.
They're gonna depict my kids. If they should be have seen my kids, Ronnie cute. They my babies. I'm proud of them. They can all handle themselves. That's one thing their mama taught them. Handle
People,
your business if
Yes.
necessary.
I don't know if you remember, but not too long ago, I was on my way to work and I had just got in my car and I noticed a girl standing here and looked like she was filming me. I turned around. I said, I know you're not filming
Yeah,
me.
I
That
remember
girl,
that, Diva.
I said,
Diva.
I know you're not filming because she
Yeah,
was right behind me and it looked like as soon as I got in my car, she was filming me. She
yeah,
said, no, I'm talking on
That was
what is it, FaceTime? I said, oh, okay. Then
yeah,
she took her
Diva.
little ass on about her business. But
But
it
then
had
Diva saw
so
everybody.
again.
paranoid.
But then you
I
saw
was,
again, right, Diva? You said,
yeah.
where'd she go? She said, She said, guess what? She said, she out here again with that computer. She said, I wonder if this lady filming. This should make you so paranoid. I'm telling you, I was like,
It
this lady
does.
asking too many damn questions. And me like a little jack,
Mhm.
oh, I used to work here. Yeah, oh yeah, I worked here. And you might know me from Big. And I'm just telling this lady all my damn business.
Mm, mm,
This
mm,
Crazy,
mm.
I
thing
know who you
with
looking around. I know
where
who you
we
come
are in
back
our age,
over.
we have been at so many different places. We've worked different places.
Mhm,
We've met so many different people. I used to go out up in Williamsburg or wherever
mhm,
and see people that I hadn't seen in years, or people like,
mhm,
don't I know you? People from doctor's office, stuff like that.
mhm.
It's life, but this sector will make you paranoid as hell.
I'm telling you. I said, this sister asked, and then I thought about it and I started looking at her. But I ain't gonna say that because sometimes
Mm.
people think my mannerisms are kind of managed. And I started looking and I said, no, I think she a lesbiana and she likes me. I think she trying to see if I play for the other side. because she, all about your hair, how pretty I was. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, I think she likes me, and then she was kind of,
Possible.
she pimped on in there. I said, well, okay, girl. I said, but I don't play for the other team, baby. It's okay. You come on, sit down. Let me take care of you, and let's keep it
Okay,
moving.
just sit on there. On there. Well, I just came to say, hey,
Lori,
and
you really look good. I like that color. I like that
thank
color you got
you.
on
It's
makeup.
called adrenaline. It had a whole bunch of different little
Oh
colors,
shit,
and
you got patches in there. You got all kind of colors in there.
it
Well, I don't
was.
like
Well,
that.
see, I'm growing it out now. Now it's growing back, but it was hearts and different like
Okay.
cheetah, and it was.
Oh,
I like to play with color.
yeah. You was kind of feeling yourself to put all that shit in your hair, huh?
It's just color.
It's just color.
It's just color.
No, you say you
That's
had
all.
cheetahs and kangaroos and giraffes and stuff. You had
Chill,
a whole
Taylor.
goddamn animal
Stop it,
farm in your
Taylor.
head.
You know what? I can't paint, right? I can't paint, but what I can do is I can color. And seeing
Okay.
the different colors and the prints come to what my
Mm-hmm.
mind had
Hey, new
is it relaxes me because I'm always constantly on because of my mom. So my
uh-huh.
ear is
Oh yeah,
constantly listening
yeah.
out. I gotta listen for when she go in the kitchen. Look, don't be cutting the stove on. What you need, what you want.
No.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
You have to watch
that
them
you
at
on
that
that
point.
caretaker. I'm constantly at this level
Yeah.
when the normal level is down here. So I
Mhm.
can't, and it's been like that since I raised all them.
Yeah.
It's just been, it's a constant thing. And so since I can't paint and all that stuff, it
Mhm.
kind of soothes me when I can change the
The
different
color of your
colors
hair.
and
Yeah, just be
the
you.
different things.
It looks nice.
Yeah, my psychiatrist, she thinks it's the funniest thing. She's tickled to death with it. She said if that's what keeps you calm and
Yeah.
focus on you
Yeah.
sometime, she said
Yeah.
do what you like. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm going to do. Exactly what I like
With what
for
you
me
like
just because.
exactly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like a therapy for me. It keeps
Yeah.
me calm
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
I will make her so dependent on me because I'm
Mhm.
always, I have my kids on a schedule, so therefore I still do adapt the same way.
Mhm.
Caretaking is hard. It
Oh,
is
very hard.
so
Diva
hard.
did it. I did it, but Diva did a much
Mhm.
better job than I could do, man. A much better job.
Hard.
It's very
It's
hard. It's very
stressful.
hard caring for a
And
loved one.
that's why I haven't been going live. It's just been stressful.
Trips, Lady Tia
Yeah.
in the chat. Shish Trish. Oh, God.
Just
Sounds
Trisha
good.
be messing
Oh
with
yeah.
folks.
Sis
She
Trish,
needs so much attention.
she loves it. Diva, Diva says she wants so
They
much to do it. That face. She's our little attention lady. You all right. You
I
all
want
right.
to know how Shish Trish feels about the NDAs not being able to be really actually being useless now as of what is it, November 17th?
What
Mm.
happened?
NDAs
She got
from
NDAs for
I've
her
been,
too.
yeah, but as of November 17th or whatever time it was when Diddy paid Cassie, because the
Oh,
NDAs are going. I feel like she popping up on the screen talking about shh.
it's her.
NDAs are going to be
Mhm.
useless because you can't make somebody not say what they
Oh,
see or
because of
what
that
they are
incident?
involved
Mhm.
in.
Really?
Everybody
Yeah.
can thank Diddy. I've been watching Diddy too.
Me
The
too. That shit getting
downfall,
crazy. I'm telling you, something ain't right. They trying to bring back
girl.
those black. Hey, baby, Fate. I wanted to ask you something. They trying to bring all the black, what they quote billionaires down, and they stripping them of their money because they also said that somebody was in that room that time with that 17-year-old girl. But check this shit out. Did y'all? We switching over, y'all. We ain't talking about
Yes, the
um
third person.
the third person was
Great.
bigger than Puffy. That's
Oh.
crazy. They said the third person. But
Stop.
now check this out. I was listening to the lawyer girl the other day, and I think really BTV had this lawyer chick on her name. I think she called a legal lady or the legal girl. She was saying, she
Okay.
said that in discovery is when they go find out the third person. But come to find out, the girl want to remain anonymous. And they said that's
Yeah, she
bullshit.
wants to.
No, you're not going to remain anonymous. No. You is going to show the third person in discovery who you claim was in that room with y'all. Plus, you can't be anonymous.
Oh, the third person want to stay anonymous in
No, the
an illegal
girl,
act.
the Jane Doe.
Well, that's what but because of the survivor's right, Survivor's Act, she has the right to remain anonymous, right?
Mm-hmm. No, they saying no. They say it's not fair that she stays anonymous if she pull these charges, put these charges. You leaving, Diva? Why you waving? Who you waving at?
Gotta go, Diva.
Okay, love you, sissy.
I'll be back.
Yeah, the NDAs, I don't think is the way the business world works there. I think, they never, but I don't know how well they'll hold up, Lori. I don't know. We got the lawyer situation here, and I know she do legal work. I think she's Trish, I'm not trying to be shady, but I think she do something with attorneys or something like that, so she will know. Hey.
I've been watching Tisa Talks. She is broken
Tisa
it down.
Is killing it. Yeah, she had that lawyer chick on there. That's what I'm talking about. She had that lawyer chick on there saying
okay.
Yeah, it's a price to pay. Yeah, I think so. And I think what happens is when they keep putting this shit out, throwing names out here and people doing all these videos, because social media is very impactful, whether you know it or not. Yeah. I believe they pulling other people in there. Like I said, I believe they trying to pull Jay-Z in there now, Beyonce allegedly, and all these other people. I done heard Snoop Dogg. I done heard Drake. I heard that they expected. Now, this is just hearsay. Allegedly, they believe that, wait, what is it? OK Cyrus, somebody.
OJ Cyrus, I think.
No, somebody Cyrus probably be the first male who, hold on, let me make sure that's you. Sis Trish, is that you?
The guy from Empire.
No, the young boy, OK Cyrus, that he's supposed to be, allegedly, he's Puffy's little playboy that he took on trips and stuff, and he said him and Drake might have done some things to him. What's up, Sis Trish?
Hi, ladies. Hey, Miss T. Hey, Lolo. I just wanted to come up to correct Lori.
Okay. NDAs correct, because I don't know for sure.
That's totally fine. And I understand a lot of people have confusion, especially with this Diddy case, because he had a 10-year NDA for his artist. Cassie was his artist. It ended. That's why she was capable of speaking. Okay. But all NDAs are structured differently. Some NDAs are for a year, 2 years, 5 years. His was 10 in the state of New York.
Oh, that's why she could speak.
Yes, it ended last year. So that's why she was able to come forth and tell all that was happened. She and a lot of women said, well, and it was shocking to hear women say this. Well, why didn't she go to the police earlier? These men know how to control.
Oh, yeah. Power. Yeah. They could destroy you.
Yeah, and it almost did. And it's a lot of other people that was tied to NDAs that could not speak and actually passed away with that. Like Craig Mack, for instance, right? He wasn't able to speak. Diddy, he wasn't able to speak, and he was supposed to. Did you guys know Biggie was starting to leave Bad Boy? He wanted to start.
I know. That's why they got rid of him.
Yeah. So my thing is, he couldn't. He could put things in business perspective for his fans, his followers, but he couldn't make any moves until those contracts expired. I just wanted.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, they say that's why they wanted to unalive Biggie, and allegedly that's why it's tied to Puff, because they say that he was going to be with Snoop in them. He was, first of all, he was starting his own thing, and he was taking his artists like Little Kim.
It was Bad Boys. It was Bad Boys South. It was Def Jam South, and then even Death Row wanted to go to South. That's when the integration of hip hop, we started, all parts of the US started looking at down South rappers. Remember that?
Yeah. I remember. And Snoop said he never had a problem with Biggie and them. In fact, he said that him and Biggie was going to link up. And that's, I guess Puff got word of it, and that's why the destruction of Biggie came. I don't know. That's I
And
I
it's so
don't know.
sad.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
starting
Well,
his own record
they
label.
say
Yeah, he
sometimes
was.
people work
Remember
more
Junior
gone
Mafia?
than here.
Yeah, June. There you go.
Yes,
That's the one
Lil
I was gonna say,
C's.
Junior. So let me tell
Yep,
y'all. So
Kim,
I
Lil
have
C's.
some little clips here because I don't know what you guys believe about psychics. Now,
I'm
I
a
believe
spiritualist, so I believe in the
Yeah,
I
gifts.
believe God gives gifts, and one of those
Absolutely,
are
yeah,
the gifts. If
right.
they're in each and every one of us.
discernment.
Exactly, Chris. So it's
Yep,
this psychic called Bella Sloan. Yeah, Sloan Bella. And back in
yeah,
June, she predicted Diddy's downfall.
You're
And
talking
she
about the blonde woman, the median.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Now I've read
mhm,
under comments because I've been following her that this lady is on point. Very seldom she misses. Hold on. That's you, yeah. Hold on, baby. So my thing is this. Now I have some clips. Hold on, baby. Hold on, yeah. I'm sorry. Shit. I gotta find out something. That's
It's,
you.
yes, it's
Okay,
me.
baby. So Bella Sloan. So I have these clips of her predicting. Um, Basically, she's supposed to be in touch with Kim, and Kim
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
told her that someone. I have the clips and everything, and I said I was gonna learn how to try to
Let,
play.
let me tell you, that woman was on point,
Oh,
and
you heard her?
oh yeah, I played it on my channel months ago.
Oh, did
So
you?
yeah, when it first released, my thing
Mhm,
is all of this because there's been a lot of mediums and spiritualists that
mhm.
did predictions. She's not the only one; she's the celebrity one.
Oh,
There
she's
are people on YouTube have predicted like fame versus sacrifice. Have you ever checked out her channel?
Oh, of
She,
course.
she is on it like white on rice, and she predicted it.
Mhm.
Listen, did you know that Diddy purchased that 18-karat gold casket for Kim Porter 5 months before?
Prior, right? 5 months
I
prior,
heard
right?
that.
I heard
I
that
heard
too.
that.
And
How evil! And don't you think there's a paper trail if you leave a deposit on a casket and people
of
back?
course,
Like,
of course.
when did
Yep.
this casket come? It had to be ordered in advance in order
Right.
to
I
be ready.
remember that, Trish. I
How
remember
creepy is
hearing
that?
that. I remember
That
hearing
is
that.
very creepy.
What's up, Yaya? Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
Nothing you had told me you had. Oh, first of all, hey, Miss T. Hey, Lolo. Hey,
baby.
True.
baby.
I was. You said you wanted to ask me something.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, have you ever heard of the Bella Sloan? Or is it Sloan Bellatrix? Sloan Bella, the psychic.
It's
No, I haven't.
Bella. Yeah, she's done a lot of median work for the high end celebrities and hip hop. This wasn't the first one. She did it. The first one for Whitney Houston. That's how she became popular. But there's been so many other people who utilize their gifts and give off things, and because they don't have a big following, they have been right on point, but they're underrated, right? They don't have
Sloan
that
Bella.
push from the celebrities. Hey, she's on point. She's on point. But there are many people that have that gift. My thing
Yeah,
is, when it comes down to Kim Porter, this is the reason, and I'm going to drop. Kim Porter is the reason why this is happening to Diddy.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So if you
Good.
or have any inclination or in touch with your spirit, you must know because of the way she passed and the way she was fighting back for
Yeah.
years, her
Yeah.
spirit is still amongst her family. That's who's pushing the legal case that didn't go anywhere. And they've been putting fire underneath other people,
Yeah.
especially in New York, because the statute of limitations have changed for human trafficking and essays. So in New York State, um, Kamora is in hiding since her
Yeah.
home was on fire. Listen, you know Kamora Lee Simmons was the one who found Kim Porter's body.
Yeah. And plus, it was her
Yeah,
best friend. She was in her
Oh,
wedding.
hold on with that best friend
yeah.
stuff.
What?
Okay, so
Oh,
remember the coroner's report, the first one?
yeah.
It said
The
that
family.
Kim Porter had pneumonia, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the
Exactly.
first report.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That coroner passed.
Exactly.
They did another coroner's report, and then the videos of the investigation was released. Now, this is very similar to Whitney Houston, and I'm gonna say this: everyone thought Whitney Houston died in a bathtub and drowned and overdosed, but she was beaten up. They
Yeah,
were the water flooded in
yeah,
the tub in the hallway, and that's how they found her. With Kim,
exactly,
she
exactly.
didn't die just of pneumonia because there was a blood trail from her pillow in her bed
Mhm.
all the way to her bathroom.
And then
Yeah.
Bella Sloan is saying that from Kim's spirit talking to her, that she's saying that somebody put something in like an inhaler, like a a fluconazole or
Mm-hmm.
something nasal, and
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
it was fine as gold little chips. She said it was real fine,
Yeah,
and she
there's so
poured
many
it.
different elements that they
I was
use
thinking
to
about
inject
poison.
HIV. They can inject pneumonia.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
can give you a
Yeah.
disease and you
yeah.
just be as healthy as a horse. And one day you can
Yeah.
inhale something, they poke you with something and passing you by, and
Allegedly,
then things happen. But I
allegedly.
really do appreciate you allowing me up. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, ladies,
Trish,
for
Yeah.
Trish,
this quick yes, yeah.
who's the Puerto Rican lady on your avatar?
I knew you was gonna say something to me before I drop. That is me.
There we go.
Bye, Yaya. Oh,
Those are nice pictures, Trish. There, you just gotta fuck stuff up. She ran. Thank you.
It's
Thank
always
you
best.
so much. You so damn shady and messy. The Puerto Rican lady. Those were nice light skinned pictures though. They were Trish a nice looking lady.
Oh,
You
there was a nice looking light skinned lady on there.
you said a Puerto Rican lady. Yeah, like they did Easy E. They did a lot of celebrities like that. So she
Exactly.
that they put something, but now I want to link something, y'all. But I'm gonna be very careful on how I say it because I want my channel. Just think
Yeah.
about what happened in 2020. Where did that
Mm.
come from?
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden did that come from? That it would take so many people out. You ever follow
Lad.
chemtrails? You know what chemtrails are, right?
That's what I've been saying.
Chemtrails.
You know, we see them all the time now.
See,
All the time.
right? We see a lot of the things up there just hovering around. What are they hovering around for? So
You
think
talking about
you
drones?
gotta think about what I'm saying, Lolo, because I'm not saying it, I'm
Okay.
being careful. But yeah, you caught on to it, right?
Hmm.
So if
We've
they
been
had
saying that for
something
quite a
about
while. Long before we were. Matter of fact, they've been doing that. I would say honestly for the last 8 years, and they last an awfully long time. They just sit there for
yeah, for
hours.
Wow.
And
hours.
chemtrails you would see them, and they would be breaking up back in the
Mhm.
day. Now they just sit there.
They just sit there. And so now all of a sudden, so when she said that, it wouldn't shock me when she said that Kim was saying something was put in some type of thing you put up your nose, and because you got to think about
Yeah.
it, is all type of poisonings and stuff like that would do you, would destroy your body, all type of things. Look, we had it kind of basically happen to us, to be honest with you, to a certain
I
extent.
believe it's more to come.
Huh? Yeah, more to
It's more to
come.
come.
You know, and what kills me is that I believe in my heart of hearts he has something to do with it. I believe Bella Sloan or Sloan Bella is on point because she predicted that shit.
Yeah.
Did y'all see it in June? In June, that he would have a downfall, and she said it's going to take him a couple of years. But again, they go on for the pockets first, and after they finish the
Yeah.
pocket, he destroyed. He basically done. He'll probably go where his cousin R. Kelly is at.
My whole thing is when they started dropping names like Clive and all of them.
Oh, and now
That's when I knew.
listen.
That's when I knew this
You're
is the
right.
beginning of the end, baby.
Yep, and I said that too. I said when they said Leo Corn, whatever his name, and they said the other
Yeah.
one, and I said Clive. I said this is the beginning of the end because she says that he is protecting, he is becoming the sacrificial lamb for the higher up, for somebody much bigger than him. And when she said that, I said I always thought that something went wrong with him and Mr. Davis or somebody, and now they coming after his ass. He gonna be the
You
sacrificial lamb.
remember when right
Well,
around when Prince first came out and they was talking about this little girl that played all these different instruments and that she was going to be the next phenomenon, and it was Alicia Keys, and
Uh-huh.
she came and she went so very fast. It's me.
Okay, hold on, JD. I don't remember. Say it
why?
again. Say it again. Yeah,
It,
yeah. I didn't hear you.
they said she was the next Prince, and she was a little girl. I mean, really young. They
Mm-hmm.
had been grooming her from preteens.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
apparently, I don't know. I'm sure that story is going to end up coming out because Alicia has pretty much disappeared for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Russell Simmons knew what was coming. He took off quick. He took off quick.
He
Other
did.
people follow.
He
They
was
say
gone.
they say that John Diddy ain't even around here. He done took over to on different soil somewhere. Kim
He in
Kamora Lee
London.
is running scared because they done tried to burn down her house through a chimney. Now, come on, y'all, through a chimney.
Lady, is that a book you hold? What you holding up?
That's Mark Curry's book, Dancing with the
Yeah,
Devil.
it's my
Go
book.
ahead.
That's what I came up here.
Go
Y'all need
ahead.
to get this book because
Yep.
this book is about Diddy and about um Kim Porter and her death and all of that. I first read this
Oh,
about
you
6 or
got it.
7 years ago.
Mhm.
And so I went and got this book so that I could show it to y'all. That's why I was telling y'all that Trish was lying, but I was just giving
Mhm.
Trish a hard time.
I
But if
know.
you really want to know everything about, if you really want to know everything about Diddy, you need to read this book because this man
Yep.
came out with this book in 1999, and
Yep.
he was first telling the tea about Diddy back then.
And he was a ghostwriter for Diddy for a long time. So I have a video of Mark Curry's too. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Y'all just hang tight there. Just hang tight.
Mhm.
Hang
I'm
tight.
waiting for Gene Deal to send me my free book.
Gene
He supposed to be
Dill,
sending
he
me a
another
free
one.
book.
Let me see something, y'all. Let me see. Cause I got Mark Curry too. Hold on. Cause here's Bella song. So hold on. Let me see
Okay.
if I can do this. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, check this out. Hold on.
very good.
He is now going to reap that. That is now happening to him because they
Oh,
don't
wait,
want
wait,
the person who,
wait. This is the start of it. Listen.
okay, so the bodies that are buried, they're going to talk about it. Talk about it. There are men in other countries who are going to speak about it. There is political connections to him in other countries and this country. They're going to speak about it. He will not be able to spend his money. That huge amount of wealth. I mean, what are you going to spend that on? But do you ever wonder why these people only donate to specific organizations in a specific way, as opposed to, for example, leaving 600 million of the 700 million to help the homeless in LA or help people in the Ukraine or whatever it is? Yeah, no, not going to happen. Not going to happen because he doesn't have control of that money. I'm literally being shown that. He has a lot of that money, but not all of it. So there is some sort of bait and switch that they have done to us when we look at somebody and admire them in order to keep our energy attached to his energy and attached to the idea that that's the way to live. That's not the way to live because he's basically void inside. Okay, so there's a voidness. Kim Porter stands up so strong. Okay, she stands up so strong. I am being represented, and they will find out what he did. I am being, so somebody is legally representing her in her death, is what I'm being told. I don't know who it is or how that works, but somebody is representing her. I am not without basis for somebody to help me. She's being helped. And it's not behind the scenes. Somebody on this side is helping her image, her memory, her spirit on that side. She is not going to remain listed as a pneumonia death. I mean, it might be, but people are going to know what happened to her.
Is
Miss Tiva, I'm gonna have to drop down because I had my treatment today. So, but I thank you for letting
Oh,
me come up.
okay, baby.
Okay,
Thank you. I was gonna ask
you're
you something.
welcome.
I thank you so much. So, see, this
All
is
right.
her saying that eventually they opened her case back up. But I remember when Kamora Lee, they say that she was asking for them to open up Kim's Porter case again about how actually she did, transition out of this world. So they say Kamora Lee may have had the transcript that Kim had that they can't find. And Bella Sloan also said, or Sloan Bella, yeah, she also said that she had another phone and they can't find her phone and she think it's in some type of lockbox or something, but she don't know how they would get access to it. But that phone had a lot of information on it and calls that were being made to her, and the last call that was being made to her, that was made to her. So I think that they digging deep, but she did say that they're just going to destroy Puffy because they don't want the big fish to get, they don't want the puppet
Yeah.
master right to get exposed. But Mark Curry, who wrote that book Jay Dunn talking about, he had a lot to say. He's kind of upset. He said because Puffy decided to give them back their masters now, right? He said, and it's not worth anything. So he said they made an agreement that he would take the book off the shelf, Jay Dunn, hold still, because he took that book off the shelf that's selling at Amazon, right? Because Puffy called him and told him that he was going to give back his masters, and
Mhm.
now it's not worth anything. So he said he agreed to take the book off the shelves and do truce. But when he got his masters back and he didn't attach it to money because he wanted him to pay him for all the years that he had his masters and the money they had made off it, because they continue to make money sometime when they play different things,
Mhm.
especially that bad boy. He said he wrote on that, right? So he said that's the reason why he's putting the book back on the shelf and it's back on Amazon, because Puffy
Oh.
to his agreement. He said because he don't give a shit about the masters because it ain't worth nothing to none of them now. So him returning the masters, they done got all the streaming money from it. So he wanted money. He said, compensate us for the shit that you done got paid for. And Puffy didn't. So now that book is on Amazon back on the shelf.
And see, that's the thing, Mz.Teavalocity. Like, once all this stuff had happened about the lady Cassie,
Mm-hmm.
I clicked a few different panels and I was telling them about this book, and it was so many people that didn't even know that this book was a thing.
Oh yeah, Mark
Um,
Curry. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I think it probably is what you saying. You're right. If he
Mm-hmm.
was told that he got to take it off the shelves, then that's probably why not a lot of people knew this book even existed.
Yeah, I heard. That's you, Ronnie Q.
Yes, this is me.
Okay, baby, hold on. Yeah, because he made an agreement with Puffy. He said, "I will take it off the shelves, but you're gonna pay me X amount of dollars because this is my income that I get monthly." Puffy agreed
Hmm.
to give back that, but didn't attach the money to it. So he just put it back on Amazon, maybe a month or so. But he says a good book. He used to write for Bad Boys. He was a ghostwriter. He said he wrote a lot of those songs that people don't know, and that's
Sure.
why he's so angry now, because the guy asked him, said, "Well, why are you so upset with Puff?" And he told him, he said, "Because
Hmm.
he didn't market me. I think he screwed me over like he did a lot of artists. Then he took our rights."
Right.
What's up, Ronnie
Hmm.
Q?
Hey,
Hey,
Ronnie Q.
yeah, I just want to add. Hey, Lolo. Hey, Jadan. I just want to add a few things about that book. That book was written in 2009.
Right.
In 2008, the new executive of Def Jam was found in his bathroom. Allegedly,
Four.
he had took a Shakira Stewart. He
Chris
had
Stewart.
took a a
Okay.
piece to himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he died the
Mm-hmm.
next day. So
Mm-hmm.
Shakira Stewart was monumental in he signed Beyonce, he signed Rick Ross, he
Yep.
signed Sierra, all to Def Jam, and this was
Mm-hmm.
before Jay-Z stepped down. So Now, the thing about Shakira Stewart is I know a lot of people have heard the rumors or allegations that Diddy broke Kim Porter's nose on a yacht one time. And he
Mhm.
flew in a plastic surgeon to fix her nose. And the
That's true.
story that they allegedly put out was that she had fallen and hit her face. But it's alleged that Diddy was the one who did that. These are the allegations.
Yeah,
So
those are
the
allegations.
reason why in that book, this man says that the reason why it happened was behind Shakur Stewart.
Yep,
And it
he's
is alleged in this book that
alleged.
Shakur Stewart is the father of one of Kim Porter's son. And it is alleged in this book that
Yeah.
Diddy went through her phone and Shakur Stewart said, how are my kids doing? And that's what flipped him off to beat her and break her nose. These are the allegations that are in this book. And if you
Mhm.
look at a picture of Shakur Stewart, you would be
Yeah,
like, So
yeah.
I just wanted to
Like,
let you guys know that this stuff is in that book as well.
In which
And looks,
one?
Sugarfoot said that they say JD is
she,
I'm
West.
happy.
No, in
Oh,
the
I
book
was
Jay
just
Dunn
gonna
is
say, Ronnie
showing
Q.
you.
I'm just happy that you know about the book,
Yeah.
cause yeah, I read it. It had to have been like 6 or 7 years ago, y'all. So it's been a while.
Yeah,
But after
it
that
came.
thing happened with Cassie, it made me get it out again.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, because I heard Mark Curry doing an interview that book by, and then also Erica. Remember, she got that book about the bling. She's no longer here either. So everyone who's been attached to wanting to come out and say something, they haven't survived.
Hmm.
They no longer here. Now it's strange to me
That's the
that
freaky.
Gene Dill, Jaguar Wright, and even Mace
Yeah.
is still staying afloat. And Jaguar Wright been everywhere telling people about it. But see, they deemed her as being crazy.
Yes.
Okay,
When
Nobody
you
takes her
take your son's
seriously.
ashes,
huh?
yeah, well, she took her son's ashes and was kind of rubbing them all
Yeah,
over herself after fighting with
yeah,
the daddy, her deceased son's ashes. That was that freaked me out.
yeah,
So I didn't
yeah.
know whether or not to
But
really take her seriously or not.
Go ahead, Ronnie Q.
and
Sorry.
nobody takes her seriously. And see, that's why. And I don't know. I mean, I looked at some old clips of her singing where she did a whole little supper club deal, and she didn't appear to be the person that she is now. So,
No,
you know, some people can be run crazy. And you notice that she has been out here, not saying allegedly, she has been stating things as fact. And you notice no one has
Yeah.
sued her because they are
no.
comfortable in everybody not taking her
Yeah.
seriously, is my
Yep.
opinion on that, why
Remember
she
how they
hasn't
was
been
doing?
sued.
Remember how they was doing
Yeah.
Kanye West, y'all? Oh, he crazy. He crazy when he was telling it. Oh, he's mentally crazy, and they was trying to get that handler to start medicating him again, and he told it because he was out here telling the
Yeah.
truth. Now, why he stopped, I
Hmm.
Okay.
don't know. All of a sudden, he stopped.
Talking
But I
about
Now,
stay away
Keena
from me.
has
You fed.
hmm, I always have said this,
now
y'all.
Keena has a good point.
Who? Keena? Let me go to
Keena,
her
she
point.
has a
He
good
said,
point.
I
I,
have a
I have a
theory
theory
about
about that
that.
because
Yeah.
they are.
I don't see where does she write
Good.
at? Oh, right here. I have a
She says,
theory.
I have, yeah.
Go, Ronnie Q. Read it.
Okay, she says, I have a theory about that. Because they are deemed as crazy and stay in the media so often, it would be a risk for them to do something to her. That's a good theory.
That's a good
True.
theory, but yeah, and plus but again, if you
But
trying to
if they
say
needed to
somebody's
get rid of her, they
crazy, people start
yeah.
thinking she crazy, but they could be driving her crazy. She's been trying to get this story out,
Mm-hmm.
and no one's listening. So I don't know. I think she do a couple of allegedly she gets high and she drinks and all. So when shit is on your mind like that, it becomes like a cancer and start eating away. Nobody's listening. So
Yeah.
of course you start, and then people start doing things to you and saying things about you to make people think you crazy, and you fall victim to seeming like you crazy. And that's what I
But
think
And
Jaguar right.
had y'all heard though that Kim Porter was supposed to be coming out with her own book? She was
Yeah,
writing her
that's what
own
she
book.
right
yes,
here. That's why she
Okay.
not
Yeah,
here.
because I
Manuscript
just
is
I
missing,
got
right?
yeah, then she ended up
And
dying.
Go
yeah, they were saying that they think that Kimora. You guys were just saying that you think that Kimora Lee had the draft for the book because they went through all her computers,
right.
everything, and they could not find a draft of the book, even though she was talking about uh, sending portions of the book to one of her friends. So allegedly, they haven't been able to find it. And mysteriously, Kimora Lee Simmons was having work done on her house, and her house mysteriously caught a fire.
Fortified.
Now,
And now
there's
she's running.
another there's another thing that came out as well because they said that Diddy always said that, you know, from the time that Kim Porter died, he always said that her last words to him were to take care of his children. Now,
Mhm.
Kimora Lee Simmons is coming out and saying um, that she was the one who was supposed to take care of the kids. Now you can look at this with a sideways eye and said, "Oh, she wanted the custody of the kids to get child support money because her husband was locked up for alleged fraud and all this, and he, you know,
Mhm.
he's in jail."
Mhm.
So,
She
but you
still
can
got
also
money.
look at it
She got money.
as it could be true. I don't think she has that much money. I don't know, but I don't think that, you know, the way her and Russell was tussling back and forth about money here recently, all over Instagram and
Mhm.
stuff. So it's two ways to look at that, but she's definitely in hiding right now. Now this
Yep.
Russell Simmons thing, I'm looking
Ooh.
for Diddy to do a Russell Simmons. See, because Russell Simmons, he picked up and he moved to where is he at now?
Not
Bali.
Dubai. I thought it was Dubai. Is it
Bali,
Bali.
Bali. He's in
Bali,
Bali.
Bali.
Bali, Bali,
Bali does
Bali. Mhm.
now. Russell Simmons had been facing a whole lot of women coming out making accusations about him doing the same types of things that Diddy did. So Bali has no extradition treaty with the
Extradite.
United
Right.
States. So
Right.
I am foreseeing that Diddy will most likely do something kind to effect that Russell Simmons did to get out of the crosshairs because he should see the writing on the wall at this point.
Mhm.
He really
Uh-uh.
should see the writing on the wall.
Mm.
One last thing, Andre
He,
Harrell. Andre Harrell,
He did him.
go ahead. Andre, they didn't do nothing to Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell has accusations of doing the same thing, and she actually, I think she does have a suit in against him. She was actually a music executive. She climbed up the ladder. She did work for Clive
yes.
Davis. Uh,
You talking
yeah,
about
and
Erica? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no,
Go ahead.
her name's not Erica. She's a music exec, and so she has made the claims that Andre Harrell forcibly put himself upon her in a romantic way twice. So there's that complaint out about Andre Harrell. So I don't think that Andre Harrell is the great I am in this situation, according to this young lady who worked her way up from
Right.
and
Still,
she yes.
Andre Harrell is dead. He been dead
Yeah.
for years now. That's why I'm confused.
No, not Andre Harrell. What's the other one? What's the other one? Oh my
Like
God.
I know who you
He
Andre.
talking
worked for
about. His
Jimmy Jam and
his
Terry
teenage
Lewis.
friend.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
baby.
no. The one who worked.
Oh shit. I
His
know who
name
she
is
talking about.
Andre too, I believe.
No, she
Um,
not talking
The
about.
one
She talking about L.A. Reid. Not
L.A.
L.A.
Reid. Yes, I'm
Reid.
talking about
Yeah.
L.A. Reid. Yes,
Ooh.
not
oh, you
Andre
talking about
Harrell.
L.A.
L.A.
Reid?
Reid. Yes, L.A. Reid. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I was like, wait, now that because I was about to say Andre is gone. He was writing the book. Kim is gone. She was
Yes,
writing
I
the
was like,
book.
wait.
The core. I was
Yeah.
about to say, oh, that's why I said, wait a minute now. I'm confused. Yeah, he died supposedly of heart failure. Heart failure. He died of at
Now,
49. Wait, how old? Go ahead, baby.
and we're not going to talk about how Al B. Sure has was in the hospital damn near dead either. So Al
Yeah.
B. Sure, uh, Heavy D, Kim Porter. These were the people who were around during the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of Def Jam,
Hmm.
and Andre Harrell.
Yeah.
And who's living?
Yep. But see, that's what I'm saying. So this is what I believe. I believe that the puppet masters is saying that they not making the money. They don't want them to be billionaire status, just like Kenneth said. So they're gonna go ahead and attack them and strip them of everything and start anew with these young ones. Because these young ones done went through a ritual too to be part of this hip hop industry. It's very demonic, man, and they really do.
Yes.
But Bella Sloan was saying it's different than what we think. She said that most of the time when they have those actual rituals, is the energy they trying to get in. I couldn't connect to that too much, so I would need a little help with that, because she says not about so much you are doing this to take control of them. She says more like you trying to control their energy. So I was a little off on that one.
Yeah, I would think that's when you deal with like the crystals and stuff and their energy flow.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand the crystals. I don't. I've never quite gotten that part of it. But I mean, as far as her being a medium, she's very close. And you know, the feds supposedly have raided Diddy's house.
I don't know. That's what I
raided-
saw.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw
Yeah,
it.
they
yeah.
raided
Y'all,
Diddy's home.
did they raid it?
Yes, they raided
Yep.
his
So is
home.
that
They
Because he was in London.
right?
allegedly, yeah, he's in London. Allegedly, they confiscated some videotapes, and they took all of his computers and hard
Security
drives and the
footage.
whole
Yep.
9 yards.
So
Yeah.
this is what I was gonna say. I believe
It's
that
over now.
he may end up like Twitch, Epstein, some of those people. I believe that's what's going to happen.
Yes.
I don't think we're gonna see him go visit his cousin R. Kelly. I think that because he do have so much power and he knows so many dark secrets on the higher ups, the powers to be, I think he gonna get out of Dodge, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But they gonna pretend like he got out of Dodge. See, because they starting to strip him. Now he over in London. Have anybody seen him over in London?
I haven't seen him in London.
Have y'all
Now,
seen him in London?
I haven't seen any clips of him in London, but I have been looking for this clip that they had of him in Miami when he was at a party and he was sitting on a chair by himself with his elbows on his knees and his legs shaking uncontrollably, looking so distressed, but he was at a party. And I have been trying to find that video again, but I am unable to find that video as well.
Probably disappeared.
This right here, just what Kenneth said. Kenneth, I say this all the time. I know we don't want to believe that there's a glass ceiling, but there's a glass ceiling. And when you get into higher levels of anything, even in corporate America, is always a puppet master.
Mm-hmm.
And when you disobey the puppet master, or he can't pull, he or she or whomever, the society can't pull those strings, they're going to do away with you. And
You're not invited.
You're not invited.
No longer.
I remember when I first started watching Family Business, when the Caucasian man said to him, or it was one of the time, it was all different ethnic group part of this drug lord, right? So when he said to him, we need to put him back in his place because he was getting too powerful. That's what the white man said. We need to put this back in his place, and that's reality.
And that's what it is. We can make money. We can let him bop around and change his name 1,000 times and all this type of stuff. And we just gonna keep note on everything, all this stuff that he's doing that is against the law, and we're gonna let him hang himself. And we're gonna act like our hands is clean, and we're gonna walk away with all of this money. T-Velocity, did you watch Leave the World Behind with on Netflix?
I didn't. Is that a good one?
You must watch Leave the World Behind.
For even saying that, for even bringing that out, because when I said, let me go see what Ronnie Q was, that thing scared me, and then it just stopped. I mean, the movie stopped. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
See, the whole. You gotta watch this. Okay, it's about a cyber attack. in the US. And it's done by someone in a foreign country, and they
Mhm.
feel that it is easier for the United States to destroy itself because once they attack all the cyber networks in the United States, people are going to be, out here on their own, unable to do absolutely anything without the internet, the phone lines. A whole lot of our water systems and all this stuff will not be working because everything is run by computers. So
Through
therefore, it'll be
satellites.
easy to get away with America by letting us do away with ourselves, because it's
Now,
going to be like
Mhm.
martial law out here and no law,
mhm.
and everybody's going to
Yeah.
be out for themselves, attacking each other. And so Barack and Michelle Obama are executive producers of this movie, and it's a lot of hidden gems in this movie. My simple fact is, one of the things that they speak of in this movie is this black money manager who he says that if he says their name, that you would know who he's talking about. Every once or twice a year, he and 7 people get together to talk about, different money issues, world issues. It's and the black guy says, "Oh, are you going away with your secret cabal?" So the cabal will let people get so far, but you're not gonna get in the cabal. Is my point. So
Mhm.
please watch that
And what
movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, and I could tell you something too. I was watching your video. I just didn't. I think I might drop down, spoke to you, and went in the cloud where they are building bunkers. They are
Yes,
building bunkers for the rich. Let me tell you something. I saw this gentleman show, and it wasn't on YouTube. I think this was on television. Or it might have been YouTube. This underground world that they building for themselves. And I remember the guy who, I don't know if y'all would know him. I watched his video. What was his name? Hold on. The Fox, Roger Ailes. Y'all know who
mhm,
Roger Ailes
yes,
is?
yes,
Okay, he started the
yes,
Fox News and all that. He started, very powerful man. He started Fox News. He actually started right
Okay.
wing versus
well,
left wing.
Roger Ailes, he didn't start Fox News, but he was the
He
head
took
of
over
Fox
it.
News.
He
Yeah.
took over
Mhm.
and he
Oh.
made the division of left and right and how to powerfully go after constituents and voters and stuff to believe what right wing say versus what left wing say, what
Right.
Democrats say. So
He
he
made
had
it
this house when they
popular.
went to get him.
Mhm.
Yeah, when he went
Go
to
ahead.
get when he went in hiding before he got unalive, he transitioned. He had built a house underneath ground, and it had everything, a swimming pool, it had everything, and he had food that was stored. And they do that. Rich people are really doing that because they know what's to
Yes.
come. Now, when you watch videos like this, you guys, and I keep this in mind, when they start showing us videos like this, is because they trying to desensitize us because they know
Yes.
what's coming.
Mhm.
So because they know what's coming, they are kind of mentally preparing us, but because we don't
Mhm.
take heed to it,
Right.
they slide it in there. And so when some of this shit happens, we don't think very much of it. We don't think anything of it because they already desensitized us to reality. What
Exactly. That's what they're doing. They're easing your
Mhm.
consciousness to get
Right.
used to what's to come.
What's
So
to
when it
come.
comes, it's going to be familiar to you in some type of
Yeah.
way. It's not going to jolt
Mhm.
you because you're going to be like familiar with it.
Mhm.
Now, on my last two, not yesterday's video, the video before that,
Mhm.
I actually showed some of these
Yeah.
underground
Yeah.
uh,
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah.
bunkers
Yeah.
that they're
I
selling,
saw it.
and they
That's what I was
said
saying.
that the ultimate bunker is not in the United States. So that lets you know that these
Mhm.
billionaires actually have these express passports that they are buying for $100,000,
Mhm.
where they get their
Yeah.
passports within an hour, so they can go
Mhm.
to any country in the world. But
Mhm.
they have to pay so much for these passports because the ultimate bunker is either in New Zealand, Australia, or Germany. It's not in the US. A lot of these rich people do have bunkers, all this yard space and stuff that you see on top. There's a bunker
Yeah.
underneath. I
Mhm.
introduce you to a man who does nothing but
Yeah.
build bunkers for the rich. They
Yeah,
got
I
rooms for
saw
this,
that.
that, and the other.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, you
That's what I saw, Ronnie.
watch this movie. Watch this movie, Leave the World Behind. It's a lot of hidden things that I didn't even realize was in there. You know,
But it's
so
strange that Michelle Obama and Barack.
Tell me what the flamingos was about.
I don't know what the
Wait, I
flamingos
gotta watch
were
it, so
about.
don't tell me because
Okay, that's why I'm not gonna
Okay.
give you no teasers. But
let
I want you to
I
look
will.
at the name of the cargo ship. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I want you to look at the name of the cargo ship. It's very important. I didn't realize I'm gonna have to rewatch it. And I want you to look at the radio station dial. So if you
Okay.
can mark those two things down and find out what those
Girl
things
shirt.
mean, it's gonna be shocking to you.
Oh,
Yes.
shit, this pen. Hold on. Hold
Yeah.
on. Thank you. I'm gonna make
Also,
this
the girl shirt and the
cargo.
boy shirt, the brother and sister
And
shirts.
yes, yes.
Cargo
What's on
station
those?
and what else?
The cargo ship,
The cargo
the
ship.
name of the cargo ship,
Hmm.
and the radio station dial, and the kids, the logos on the kids' t-shirts.
This, you know
Yeah.
what, it gets scary. I want to go to Lady Tia, so we gonna go back to the industry, but I will definitely kids' clothing, the kids' shirts.
Yeah.
She said, "Do you believe in MK Ultra?" Absolutely. They've been doing that
Yes.
for
I
years.
don't even
I
know what that
believe
is.
where
What
they
is that?
take and they put you they put you in this place and they take and manipulate your mind. And I want to say is where they do something to your mind. I don't I think it's just like they program your mind to be somebody else. Like it's almost like cloning, right? But you under some type of Lady T, explain it. I believe that they do it to some of the celebrities. Like when they
So
take
that's what they're saying that they did to Jamie Foxx when Jamie Foxx got
yeah,
sick and came back, that they cloned him. Okay, I get what you're saying now.
yeah, but I think she's saying they under some type of spell. I think when they say that they are
They did
under
not clone
MK
Tyrone,
Ultra,
did they?
this should be getting crazy, y'all. But I believe it, and I know I'm a conspiracy theorist. You know, I believe in it, y'all. But I'm
Hmm.
gonna tell you why I believe in it because the capability is here. We have seen so
Yeah.
much development and evolvement in the world that's related to a lot of things that we have ignored in the past. That's what I said. They'll start showing us these movies, and they'll start inching stuff in, and then all of a sudden we'll become it's our reality. I
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how that takes place because in my mind, I do believe that it's just a certain this gonna sound crazy, and I hate to sound crazy, but I really believe that it's certain people who
No,
rule
pull
the
up
world.
Ryan. I mean,
Certain
pull up
people who rule the world.
QI's her post because she's it's
Demonic energy
desensitizing. It's
goes in
kind
hand
of
with.
yeah.
Some people will
It's a
do
lot
anything for a
of
little change. Look, let me see. Learn to live self-sufficient. Yeah, we better. Jill said it. Wait, let me read some of these comments. Somebody asked me, he knows too much and he will be gone. That's what I think that's what I think will happen to the Don Diddy. I don't think they
oh
gonna
yeah.
allow him. I think that's why now we seeing where they say he over somewhere else. And then I don't think he could go down like that. I don't think he's strong enough to go down like that. Because if he goes
No.
down like that, remember he got to take a lot of other people down because
Yes.
somebody groomed him. And that's what Sloan
Yeah.
Bell was saying, that
Just
they
like
actually
Epstein.
after the person who groomed him. And I always thought allegedly that it could be Clive Davis, but she say no, it's
Hmm.
not Clive Davis. So I don't know. I don't know.
I was told he knew, well, not was told, but I saw that he supposedly knew, allegedly knew that somebody had told him that Whitney was upstairs at the hotel for the party, that she was already passed. And he says, still you got to keep on going with the party.
Yeah, because they say they
So
knew
they
she was.
knew.
Yeah. So I think it's him and some other big execs. For real. I think it's something,
Yeah.
bigger. Hey DC, what's happening, baby? So I'm gonna drop this link one more time. But Ronnie Q, I'm gonna watch that. But I really do believe you guys, I do believe that they coming after him. And like I said, it's strange now that they throwing in Jay-Z name and Beyonce's name. Yeah,
Jay
that
Z
they hit
trying to
that
stay very
billionaire
quiet
status.
and out the way.
Yeah, he trying to stay
I've
out the
heard
way. But go ahead.
I've heard Jay-Z name, but I have not heard Beyonce's name. But it's one thing about it. That when Jay-Z wasn't with Beyonce, he was hooked up with this I forget this chick name. They call her the witch, and she do all these rituals and blood and
Yeah.
try to call them art. What is her name?
Oh, what is her
The,
name?
yeah,
Oh, Ronnie,
you
you
know who I'm
asking
talking
me
about.
shit.
I have no
But
idea.
somebody down here would know. Somebody, what's that lady, that witch that
Yes.
you always see them at parties with?
Yeah,
She
you
was
know who I'm
the,
talking about though.
I
Okay,
know who you
so
talking about. Go ahead.
allegedly he and who else? Chris Rock is in good with her and all these type of stuff. People who want, they are the ones who famous, but they feel the need to cling on to these type of people. Why? And she's doing these types of things. So it's my understanding that they are mad at Jay-Z because Beyonce pulled him from under her influence and was like, no, I'm not following into any of this type of stuff that she is trying to teach you as a way of spirituality. And it's my understanding, the last I heard, that they are quite upset with Beyonce because she got Jay-Z from under this woman's teachings and rituals and whatnots. That's the only thing I heard about
I know who
Beyonce.
you talking about too. Damn, what is that lady? Oh, here she is. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, damn, what is that lady name? Let me see. Not Cersei. That's not her name. I know who you talking
That's
about,
good.
and I've seen her.
I don't.
I know
That's
who
scary.
Ronnie you talking
It
about
should be
because I've seen her.
live.
You see her at all the celebrity parties. Like you'll see her. Marina, there you go. Look, Sis Trish, no.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the name, Sis
yes,
Trish.
yes.
That's the name. Yeah, they say she is serious with,
Mm-hmm.
but I never forget when I watched Tasha K too. And supposedly this black lady was a witch over there. And she said she worked for athletes, she worked for celebrities, she works for a lot of the professional people. When they want things to happen, they come to her. She work her magic and blah blah blah. And she get millions of, I mean, a lot of money from it and stuff. Now I don't know if I believe it, but she was on Tasha K's.
But you know
I
what I
got to
find
go. I
really
got
strange
Tasha.
about all of this?
What?
What I find really strange about this whole dynamic of what we're talking about. See, we're talking about people who came from absolutely nothing because nobody decided to play fair, be fair with our ancestors, and came from absolutely nothing, mixing music and running their hands against the records to make their own music and creating an empire in music that they decided to then hand over to another race of people. You look at the different artists that are coming up, all these white people who are saying they're rappers and
Yeah.
rapping about things they have absolutely no experience in. And
No
this
idea
whole
with.
industry, this whole billion-dollar industry that black people created in the slums and ghettos is being manipulated. The people who
Yeah.
created it, who made it great, are being manipulated by another race of people because they find the need to fit in with these people and not understand their individual greatness. That's all I
And
got
you
to
know
say.
what? That's the craziest thing.
Agreed.
Because when they discovered what hip hop was about, they took over. They took over.
Yes.
And yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
took over, I think, yeah, to take, well, absolutely, to take something away from us.
Yeah.
You
To
know,
control one
All
more
right, I'm gonna
thing
step
in the
down.
world.
yeah, I'm about to get off,
Mm-hmm.
but this has been
Yes.
awesome. I'm so glad
Yes.
somebody talked this with me because I was like, damn, I don't have nobody to talk to. I'm gonna come on YouTube. I appreciate y'all talking because this shit is real, and we need to
Yes.
pay
It
attention
is.
to
Mm-hmm.
music, and we need to pay attention to signs and symbols and shit they do to let you know that they are doing something definitely in the realm of demonic shit.
Behind
You know,
is
I was
scary.
surprised when I saw Puffy standing by TD Jake with that sign. Why
Oh,
everybody have that sign? And he was standing right
Yeah,
by
what is
TD
that?
Jake with it.
what
With the
sign? What sign was this?
wait, what's the
Oh,
sign,
the
y'all?
Illuminati upside down
And he was, yeah,
triangle.
Yeah, he was standing by
And what is
TD.
what is TD Jakes doing at Diddy's freak off
Party
parties?
with Diddy.
Child.
That you
All
know
right,
what?
I'm
Yeah, I was like, what? Talking about he his spiritual. Well, you his what? And you at his parties, and I saw him at his parties. I saw him at when they was doing it live. I saw him at one of his parties, and those white parties, what they represent when they have those all white parties.
The
See,
coming out party. The,
Jay True said he
the
was there
men's
with her.
debutante.
he was there with you. Okay, Jay.
With Jay Truth. All right, I'm gonna step down. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Thank you so much. I
See,
appreciate y'all joining me. The
I'm
money
gonna
due
follow,
party.
baby.
I
Thank you
appreciate
for
y'all
having me
joining
up
me.
here. Look, we're
Thank
gonna
you,
put one
Warrior.
more
So
name
good to
in
see
that.
you, baby. Go ahead.
Kevin Hart.
They got him too. They got him too. They
Kevin
done mixed
Hart.
them up. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of them.
Okay. Yeah. I
It's
think they've
gonna be
been
a
trying
lot
to
of
take
them.
him out,
It's gonna be
but
a lot
he,
of them.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm gonna step down. Mwah, love
Thank
you.
you so much. You guys, I have
You are
had
more
a
than
good
welcome.
time. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I really had a great live tonight because I wanted to talk about this. And like I said, I have so many videos. So let me I think I did this one. So see, if y'all want to, y'all go and check out Sloan Bella. I mean, I think the lady is on point. I'm just gonna say I think she on point, and she predicted this in June. So, and then thank you so much. I appreciate you, Sis Trish, Ronnie Q, everybody. Thank you. You guys, I'm gonna get ready to get off here. I came home from work, and like I said, sometimes I be tired. I don't even want to come on. I may see y'all Saturday morning. I might pop back on. I appreciate everyone. Please make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate that very much. Last time I had some very good likes to match my views. Like I told you, I think they shadow banning us right now over here on YouTube. So I'm not sure. So with that being said, thank you, Life with Jamila, my queen. Thank you for coming in. I'll drop the link one more time before I get ready to get out of here. And like I said, you guys, I've been more over there watching, a little bit what's going on with these people than versus over here. I caught a little bit. I did want to make sure I came on today and wish Triple Red a happy birthday and to really say, I don't really give a shit about people's sexuality, what they doing in the bed, who they, I was just grateful that somebody went and got that gentleman out of distress, the way they handle it, going back and forth would be the way they handle it. I have no dog in this fight. So I'm good. You guys, with that being said, I'm going to get ready to get out here. Thank you for joining Smash It. I'm gonna get ready to get out here. No one else is coming up. We need a party tomorrow. Is a Saturday. A party for who? A party. I'm Aquarius. We need a party tomorrow. Oh, whose birthday is it tomorrow? Yours, Jamila's? Is it your birthday? I don't think so. I got your birthday flyer in here from before, but I'll take a look at it. But I don't remember it being your birthday. Oh, it is your birthday. Well, happy birthday. You and Triple Red, happy birthday to all the Sagittarius people in here. Happy birthday. I will, of course, I'll call you tomorrow, either text you, Jamila. We have who else? TC, Miss T. Take care. Okay, thank you so much. Kenneth, thank you, baby, for joining me today and being and engaging. You guys really help me out a lot when you engage in here. You know me. Something I was about to say again, I'm gonna shout this out again. If you all will find it in your heart, it could be $5 or $10, to help Light Bright out. Diva Kim, before I go, and I wish I would have did it when I had a lot more people here. Can y'all grab Little Precious, also known as Light Bright? her link and put it in here. I wanted to actually, I should have did it. I did it once, but I don't want y'all to forget. It could be $5, it could be $10, whatever your heart tells you to give. You give, and remember, in order for us to receive blessings, it is God's word that we bless to be blessed, to receive blessings 10, 20, and 100-fold. And if you give to her, I pray that you receive it 100-fold. It's the holidays. It's a tough time. It's a bad time for people to be struggling. And if we all can just help her, Life with Jamila birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Life with Jamila, my queen. I would definitely so. Make sure you guys, if you can, just go out there and help out. You never know what God will bless you with in return. I'm hoping everyone have a blessed, safe day tomorrow. I'll be working. I'll probably come back Saturday. I'm not sure. And I'm going to leave with this because I'm going to leave with this one tonight because we see a queen, and I don't mean her crown as in crooked, as far as something, something's, she's being messy or out there doing anything, but just she needs a little help. So let's just help her out a little bit. Light bright. I'm going to make sure I try to put together something tomorrow.